Hi, I'm Anthony Toscano, one of the representatives for Group 100 for our Prog 1 final project. Just a quick overview before we get in. This is our Sudoku.py. I was told not to spend too much time on this, but I just wanted to give a quick overview. So our Sudoku.py, it combines most of our board functions into one file. So this is our Sudoku.py. Show you board. There were recommended functions for board, but most of them we combined into the regular Sudoku file. Here is our cell. And then lastly, our Sudoku generator file. So when we go to Sudoku.py and we click run, what's going to happen, it's going to bring up a Pygame window for our game. It's going to say, welcome to Sudoku. Please choose a game mode. So just for functionality purposes, all these buttons work, easy, medium, and hard. I'll click medium right now. And what you can do, see we have our random generated cells are actually outputted onto the screen, and the ones that have zeros, meaning that there isn't a value yet, they are not. So what I can do is I can take my mouse and I can click on a cell, a sketched cell, and I can put in any number 1 through 9, and I can click enter to make it a submitted guess. I can also go to another empty cell and do the same exact thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I can leave it as a sketch until I click enter. Same thing here. What happens is if I go to a cell that's already generated through random generation through our Sudoku generator and I try to change it, it won't change, or if I click enter, it won't change it either. So I'll just add in a few more values. I can also use my arrow keys up, down, left, and right, as well as clicking on a cell to get to that cell and be able to sketch and change it. Our reset button, what it does is it gets rid of all of our sketch cells, sets them back to their default, which again, I can go and sketch and submit guesses for them. Our restart, well, first I'll show the functionality. It's going to take a quick minute, but this works for all of the game modes, easy, medium, and hard. If I submit them with a bunch of sketched cells and submit their guesses to make them actual guesses, what it's going to do at the end when all of them are filled, it's going to check if the board is filled, and then it's going to check if what I did with my sketched cells and the randomly generated cells is what the actual Sudoku generator generated. And if it is, it's going to give me a game win and cause me to exit the program. If not, it's going to give me a game lose and cause me to go back to the main menu. So showing off the functionality real quick, we're about to be finished with this. So it's going to give me a game over, causing me to restart, going back to the main menu screen. Hard also has the same functionality, using your arrow keys, resetting and restarting. I can show you actually instead of that. I can go to hard, do a couple values. Our exit will close out the program. For easier functionality for a game win, I'm going to set the empty cells from 30 for easy mode to 2, and then rerun it. So what's going to happen is if I go into easy now, it's going to give me 2 cells instead of 30. I'll go back and change it so you can see the functionality of 30 after. But just for the purposes of a game win, 1, 2, 3, this is going to be a 4, and 1, this is going to be 2, a 3. So it'll give me a game 1, causing me to exit, set it back to 30 real quick just to show off the intended functionality of it. 30 sketch cells. I can use my arrow keys, my mouse click to go to those sketch cells and change them. Already pre-generated cells cannot be changed. Reset, restart works, and exit program also works. This program, the hardest part for us was mainly getting the UI to work, the actual demonstrated red box around sketch cells, the top left corner for sketches, and then when you click enter, actually putting them as submitted guesses. That was probably the hardest part for us that we had trouble with, but we eventually got it through looking at mostly documentation of Pygame, which was really helpful because we were going to use 4 lines for the rectangle, but instead we decided to opt for using the getRect function, which actually, or maybe drawRect, which actually was able to draw a rectangle. But yes, that is the functionality of our program. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. Thank you.